Tonight, we turn our attention to the Philippines, a nation of over 7,000 islands, where the sea is both a lifeline and a frontier. The Philippine Navy is celebrating a major step forward in its ongoing journey to strengthen maritime security and national defense. Two new patrol vessels, the BRP Valentin Diaz and BRP Ladislao Diwa, have officially joined the fleet. These ships, both former U.S. Cyclone-class patrol vessels, bring with them a legacy of proven performance and reliability. After years of service with the U.S. Navy, these ships were transferred to the Philippines, marking a significant milestone and symbolizing a new chapter in defending the nation's vast and vulnerable coastlines. Named after Filipino heroes, these vessels join the earlier transferred BRP General Mariano Alvarez, together forming what is now known as the Alvarez-Class, a proud addition to the Philippine Navy. Assigned to the littoral combat force, these ships are specially designed to patrol the shallow and complex coastal waters that surround the Philippine archipelago. Their mission is clear: to safeguard the nation's territory, deter illegal activities such as smuggling and poaching, and respond rapidly to any maritime threats or emergencies that may arise, ensuring a swift and effective presence where it matters most. By grouping these vessels into a single class, the Navy streamlines training, maintenance, and daily operations, making the patrol force more efficient and capable of meeting modern challenges. For a nation with one of the world's longest and most intricate coastlines, a reliable and modern patrol fleet is not just a strategic asset, it is an absolute necessity for national security and economic stability. The Alvarez-class represents real progress in the ongoing modernization of the armed forces, enhancing the country's ability to protect its maritime borders and assert its sovereignty. These ships stand as a visible and powerful sign of the Philippines' unwavering commitment to maritime security, national pride, and the defense of its people and resources. Across Southeast Asia, patrol vessels are the unsung heroes of maritime security. Day and night, these ships quietly traverse vast stretches of ocean, often far from the public eye, ensuring that the region's waters remain safe and secure for all who depend on them. While large warships grab headlines with their imposing presence, it's the smaller, nimble patrol boats that handle the essential everyday missions: search and rescue, pollution control, and law enforcement. These vessels are the first responders to emergencies at sea, racing to save lives and protect the environment from oil spills or illegal dumping. They combat illegal fishing, piracy, and smuggling, making them vital to national security. Their crews are constantly vigilant, intercepting suspicious vessels and deterring criminal activity, often in challenging and unpredictable conditions. Countries like the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam are investing heavily in these fleets amid rising regional tensions. Modern patrol vessels are being added to their navies, reflecting a growing recognition of the need for robust maritime security. Protecting exclusive economic zones, rich in oil, gas, and fisheries, is a top priority. These waters are not only vital for national economies but also for food security and energy needs. Modernization efforts include buying new ships, upgrading old ones, and building local shipyards. This investment supports local industries and ensures that fleets remain capable of meeting new challenges. Partnerships with allies, including ship transfers and joint training exercises, strengthen these patrol forces. International cooperation is key to tackling transnational threats and building trust among neighboring countries. These vessels are on the front lines, asserting sovereignty and enforcing laws in contested waters. Their presence helps prevent escalation and reassures citizens that their nation's interests are being protected. Their presence sends a clear message: these nations are serious about defending their maritime rights. Patrol boats act as visible symbols of national resolve and commitment to upholding international law. Patrol boats protect not just borders, but the livelihoods of millions who depend on the sea. They ensure that local fishermen can work safely, and that coastal communities remain secure from external threats. In a region of overlapping claims and busy shipping lanes, their role in maintaining stability is crucial. Without these patrols, disputes could easily escalate, threatening peace and prosperity. The humble patrol vessel is a linchpin of peace and prosperity in Southeast Asia. Their steady presence ensures that commerce flows, resources are protected, and communities thrive. Their impact far outweighs their size. Though small, these ships play an outsized role in shaping the future of the region's maritime security and stability. The transfer of Cyclone-class patrol vessels highlights the strong U.S.-Philippine defense partnership. Through the Excess Defense Articles program, the U.S. provides used military equipment to allies at minimal cost. This boosts Philippine capabilities without the price tag of new ships, strengthening a key alliance in a strategic region. The partnership extends beyond hardware. Joint exercises and training improve interoperability for real-world crises. Expanded defense agreements now allow for greater U.S. presence and collaboration in the Philippines. This aligns with America's goal of a free and open Indo-Pacific, empowering allies to meet shared challenges. The alliance is built on decades of cooperation and shared values. The Cyclone-class transfer is the latest example of this enduring commitment. By helping the Philippines patrol its waters, the U.S. invests in regional stability. The Alvarez-Class patrol boats are part of the Philippine Navy's broader modernization push. For years, the Navy relied on aging ships, making effective patrols difficult. Acquiring decommissioned U.S. vessels was a quick, practical way to fill urgent gaps. But modernization isn't just about used ships. The Philippines has also invested in new, high-tech frigates from South Korea. This mix of powerful frigates and agile patrol boats creates a versatile, multi-layered defense. Large ships deter threats far from shore, while smaller vessels handle coastal surveillance and law enforcement. This balanced approach addresses both traditional and non-traditional security challenges, from piracy to smuggling. Every new ship, whether brand new or refurbished, brings the Navy closer to credible maritime defense. The Alvarez-class vessels are tailor-made for the Philippines' unique geography. Originally designed for U.S. special operations, these ships are fast, agile, and perfect for shallow littoral zones. With over 7,000 islands, the Philippines needs ships that can patrol complex coastlines where larger vessels can't go. As part of the littoral combat force, the Alvarez-class will deter intruders and enforce maritime laws. Their speed allows rapid response to incidents, from illegal fishing to piracy. These ships also support maritime security operations, intercepting vessels involved in smuggling or terrorism. Their ability to work with other naval units and special forces multiplies their effectiveness. The Alvarez-class provides a persistent presence in hard-to-reach areas, asserting sovereignty daily. For the Philippines, controlling its coastal waters is fundamental to national security. These ships are the new sentinels, protecting the nation's interests from shore to sea. The Philippine Navy's growth is part of a larger wave of international support. As regional security challenges intensify, countries like the US, Japan, Australia, and India have stepped up to help Manila. Support comes in many forms: military hardware, joint exercises, and intelligence sharing. Japan has provided modern patrol vessels, while Australia regularly trains with Filipino forces. This network of partnerships sends a strong message. Upholding a rules-based order is a shared priority. Working together, these nations deter destabilizing actions and reinforce each other's sovereignty. Maritime security is a collective responsibility, not just a national one. International cooperation gives the Philippines both resources and diplomatic backing. With allies at its side, the Philippines' voice carries more weight on the world stage. Strong alliances are key for smaller nations navigating complex geopolitics. The Philippine Navy's interest in Cyclone-class ships began years ago, driven by the urgent need for a stopgap solution to address growing maritime security challenges. With regional tensions rising and the country's vast coastline to protect, the Navy needed a way to quickly strengthen its patrol capabilities. Facing an aging fleet and urgent patrol needs, the Navy saw a unique opportunity as the U.S. began retiring its Cyclone-class vessels. These ships, though not brand new, were still highly capable and well-suited for littoral operations, making them an attractive option. The Philippines acquired these ships at a fraction of the cost of new builds, provided they were still seaworthy and efficient. This allowed the Navy to expand its operational fleet without the long delays and high expenses associated with constructing new warships from scratch. This pragmatic move quickly boosted patrol capacity, enabling the Navy to respond to threats and conduct regular patrols without massive spending. The Cyclone-class ships proved to be a valuable asset in maintaining a visible presence in contested waters. While the long-term goal remains a fleet of new, custom-built ships tailored to the Philippines' specific needs, achieving that vision takes significant time, resources, and careful planning. In the meantime, the Cyclone-class provides immediate capability, allowing the Navy to cover more territory and respond to incidents now, rather than waiting years for new ships to be delivered. Blending new acquisitions with cost-effective transfers is a smart, flexible strategy for navies with limited budgets. It ensures that operational readiness is maintained even as modernization efforts continue. Modernization is a marathon, not a sprint. These ships bridge the gap between the old fleet and the future, helping the Navy stay effective during the transition. The Excess Defense Articles, or EDA program, lets the Philippines make real progress in fleet modernization while still planning and budgeting for the next generation of warships. It's a sensible, forward-thinking step that meets today's operational needs and keeps an eye on tomorrow's challenges, ensuring the Navy remains ready and adaptable in a rapidly changing maritime environment. Commissioning the Alvarez-class is a milestone, but the journey to maritime security continues. The goal, a credible defense posture to protect vast waters and thousands of islands. Ongoing modernization, training, and strategic planning are essential as threats evolve. The Philippines will keep building a balanced fleet, mixing new ships with proven platforms from allies. Offshore patrol vessels, fast boats, and larger warships will cover every mission. The future depends on both national strength and strong alliances. By combining its own efforts with international partnerships, the Philippines can secure its sovereignty and economic interests. With a clear strategy and committed allies, the nation is charting a course toward a safer maritime future. In today's unpredictable world, alliances are more vital than ever. The story of the Alvarez-class shows how partnerships can transform a nation's security. Alliances provide not just equipment, but a framework for cooperation and mutual support. Working with friends like the US, Japan, and Australia multiplies the Philippines' strength. These partnerships uphold a rules-based order and deter threats to regional peace. Joint exercises and training build trust and ensure seamless crisis response. No nation can secure the seas alone. Transnational challenges require transnational solutions. The Philippines' modernization, aided by allies, is a hopeful model for the future. Through cooperation and shared commitment, nations can build a safer, more prosperous world.